So back in 2016, I created a YouTube channel with a rather odd name and really no idea what, if anything, I would be uploading to it. Then later that year, I purchased a 2014 KLR 650, which was probably the goofiest looking motorcycle that I had ever seen, but it had been really attractive to me because at the time I had owned a 2008 DR Z400, and that was not quite cutting it for me on the roads, since I had previously been riding a CBR 600RR. Now, during my research process for the KLR 650, I really wanted to know if it was as bad on the road and off the road as everybody said it was. After I purchased that bike and realized that it was definitely capable, I decided that I would try and make some videos on it and show the world just exactly how much fun a motorcycle like that could be. Now, almost 500 videos later and 20,000 some subscribers later, we sit here in the garage with a Tenere 700 and a Gen 3 KLR 650 and a TW 200 that you can't see. And I've got some pretty big news for you guys. I guess I have not mentioned it yet in a video that is released, but the Snowmobile that usually sits over there has actually been sold. I sold that last weekend. The Tenere 700, I told my dad, actually I guess for the second time today, that I would be willing to sell him that bike. And I know that's all kind of a lot at once, and I guess honestly I'm kind of surprised at what I'm about to tell you, but I have decided to quit. Just this morning, I sent my boss at my 40-hour-a-week, very solid, rock steady, very good job, an email telling him that I was planning on leaving the company because I'm gonna try to make this YouTube thing work. Boy, it feels weird to say that. Especially when in the last 28 days, I have not made much more than $500. So if you're wondering what the hell am I thinking, well, I'm wondering what the hell I'm thinking too. But luckily, I'm not quite that big of a fool. I do have sort of a side gig planned. Just a couple days ago, I created Swanky LLC, which will be doing freelance video editing and 3D and 2D design work. That is kind of my previous, and I guess previous to today, 40-hour-a-week job. I worked in the engineering department of a mid-sized company doing 3D modeling using Autodesk Inventor as well as 2D AutoCAD. And I've decided that the kind of freedom and the ability to choose my own hours and kind of move work around where I need it is definitely going to help me spend more time making videos, and it's gonna help me spend a lot more time with my family. If you guys don't know, I've got a 3-year-old little guy who is just absolutely awesome, and I've got a 3-month-old little girl who just means the world to me, and I am not able to spend more than a couple hours with them a night, regardless of whether I'm working on YouTube or not. And a lot of times I kind of squeeze in YouTube stuff whenever I can between house projects and trying to work a 40-hour job and then still have energy to spend time with them, and trying to make videos for you guys has just been a real drag, and that's why things have kind of been slow, and that's why my revenue I think is where it's at. I have definitely seen spikes when I put in extra effort, and I've decided that now I guess is just as good a time as any to try and make more time for that. I don't think that we will have too much of a problem getting by in the interim, but I do have to say a huge thanks to the patrons. I will definitely be relying on your ridiculous generosity to kind of help boost this. AdSense can definitely be very volatile, and I think we will be just fine. I know we will be just fine if I just stick to what I know and stick to my design work. However, if I'm gonna spend more time on that, it means I'm gonna spend less time on this. So depending on how videos go, depending on where I can take the channel, will really kind of depend on how much time I'm able to put towards it. But I definitely hope that with this change, I will be able to put a lot more time towards it. I will be able to put a lot more heart into it and be able to make it go somewhere a lot faster than it has been. Now, over the next couple of months, you guys might actually see a bit of a dip in videos, and that's because I will, of course, be getting my new business off the ground and still working quite a few hours at my old job. I want to make sure that they're able to find somebody and then get that person trained, as well as finishing up quite a few projects that I've kind of got on my plate now. So once that stuff all gets smoothed out, I'm hoping that I can put anywhere from 2 to 3 or maybe even more videos out a week. But until that point, I think you might be seeing maybe just 1 upload a week from me. I'm hoping that I don't ever have to skip a week, but to be honest, that might happen. I'm doing this to make sure that I can put out more content for you guys, so I hope you guys can understand in the kind of the interim that things might dip a bit, but long term, I'm hoping that this is good for all of us. Now, like I said, I've sold the sled. The Tenere 700 is probably gonna be out the door pretty quick. I'll probably hang out at the KLR for a bit. I've still got quite a few videos that I wanna make on that. It sounds like Honda is gonna have a new 750 contender for the Tenere 700, and of course, if my dad's on that bike, you'll still see some videos on it. But I'm thinking that if I'm gonna take this somewhere, I can't just keep riding the same thing around over and over again, which is why I've decided to sell it. I absolutely love this bike. It really hurts to sell it, but it will be nice to have a little bit more of a cash buffer in the bank. I think having that little extra buffer and having this new business that I'm starting, which honestly I'm super excited about. I cannot wait to just finish a project and then be done for the day and go for a ride whenever I'm done with it. I think that probably sounds a lot more attractive right now than it will be. I think some nights I will be up extremely late working on things to try to hit deadlines, but honestly, I kind of like that, and I'm pretty used to it with trying to work my 40-hour-a-week job, spend time with my family, and then get videos out when I say they're going to be. I've definitely spent some late nights, and I kind of thrive on that, honestly, and I'm pretty excited to be in a position to make my own decisions on when I'm going to work and where I'm going to work, and I think that should also make this whole thing work a lot better, or at least that's what I keep telling myself and my wife. So thank you guys for watching. I definitely appreciate it. Huge thanks to the patrons. If you guys want to sign up for Patreon, you can join for as little as $12 a year. You get these videos early and ad-free. In fact, the patrons will have seen this before all of you guys did. If you cannot afford, or you do not feel like you want to spend any money on a service that is completely free, regardless whether you pay for it or not, that is totally fine. I absolutely understand, and I would definitely love to have you guys watching and hitting the like button and commenting. I think you guys probably have no idea how much that means both to me and to YouTube. Just watching any old video that I put out and commenting on it and liking it and sharing it definitely makes that video a lot more visible to newer people, which is essentially what's going to get me to kind of a higher plane on this platform. So I really appreciate all you guys watching over the years. I definitely appreciate the comments and all of the suggestions and everything you guys have given me. I definitely appreciate the patrons and anybody that has bought me a beer. However, now we're back to drinking hams because we're trying to save some money. But I guess I will definitely have to take my dad out for some beer, maybe some expensive beer sometime soon, to celebrate both his retirement and mine, which is super weird and I am just so ecstatic about. So I think this is probably going on for much too long. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, stay safe, stay swanky. Don't forget to like and hit that subscribe button and maybe share the videos and help me out. I don't know what the heck I'm thinking, but I sure am excited about it. Well, time to go edit some videos.